Oh, that was terrible. Try again. Try
1,
again. 2, 3. Oh, jeez. Whatever.
We're back.
We're back.
Are you asleep? Are you asleep?
Tell me why.
Are you pumped? I'm pumped up. I'm so excited about today. Look at all this stuff.
Why camera? Why?
Why camera? Why? Like if I was playing Duck Duck Goose with these cameras right now, I'd be playing all night long.
Most famous why song? Boy band. Go.
Backstreet.
Oh, it has to be Backstreet Boys,
Tell
man,
me
or
why.
NSYNC. I couldn't name any of the songs, but NSYNC was pretty
Bye.
baller number 2.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Nothing but a
Ain't nothing
heartache.
but the real thing.
Ain't nothing but a.
And then when they got together with like the Britney Spears and the Christina Aguilera back in the 2000s, man, it was
Disney.
game over.
Disney Club.
Straight Disney Club.
Game over.
If you like Backstreet or NSYNC, you have to pick one. You can't have both. Leave 98 Degrees out of it.
Comment down.
Backstreet or
98
NSYNC.
Degrees was like the third guy to the party. Like
They were late to the funeral.
They were
They were
so
late,
late. They were so late, but they were pretty good too. I mean,
were
the guy
late.
married Jessica Simpson for a hot minute. You can't be too mad about
Nick
that.
Lachey.
Nick Lackey.
Nick Latchkey.
Nick Lackey.
Oh, we're so getting sued right now.
Lachey.
Oh, we're down.
Oh, man.
This is it's
Copyright
we
claim.
just
Hey,
take
did
it.
you watch the show or not? Did you watch their show?
I did, yeah.
I did too, man.
I watched the train wreck.
Yeah, couldn't help it. I had to watch.
Speaking of their show, I wonder what they filmed the show on.
What do you think the show
What
on?
cinema camera?
Which camera did they
filmed the show
use?
on? Like for real, what do you think they filmed it on?
Traditional. It's got to be an Ari.
Tell me why.
It's got to be an Ari. I would think. Turn it like so. I know what these are called. What if you had to name these? And you've been listening to me talk lately.
Yeah.
Go through these table real fast and tell me what the name of all these cameras are. Let's see how good. Let's see how good he is.
C500, the most recent addition to the Triworks
1 point for True
family. Black Magic sitting right here in front
Black
of me. You
Magic
really
what?
can't see.
Pocket Cinema. Read the number on it.
I'm not reading the number. You said name the camera.
You're good.
6K.
I'll
Black
give you a
Magic,
point.
okay.
2 points. Good job.
C200s, both of them that are over here.
That's 4, man.
There's a R5 somewhere. Hang on, I'm looking.
Where's it at? Where's it at?
Right
R5.
there.
There he is. Good
R5's
job,
there.
man. I'm just go straight from here. 5.
We're stopping right there because no one wants to hear a bunch of camera nerd
Anyways,
stuff.
Chris, you did well on that. I didn't expect that.
I can keep my job.
Yes.
High five.
Good job. So what if you had any of these cameras to shoot on? What would you shoot them on? When, where, and
Me
why? Yeah.
personally, what am I doing? What's the role?
Action. You're doing like a shot in the middle of the woods. Just
R5.
some crazy R5. I agree with that.
R5.
A little slightly rainy day. You know, maybe a plane crashes, not crashes, but kind of extends past the runway.
Man, you almost gave a client away. Like Josh just hit us with some stuff that we're gonna do here recently. I almost kicked him under this table because he's like, it's some plane stuff. It's down in the middle of the woods. There's a bunch of military people everywhere. I'm like, bro,
man,
you
I
better
was not
chill
going
out.
that way. I was saying off the end of the runway.
You're gonna
what
get.
camera would you have on a rainy monsoon day? Like,
Oh, you mean towboat?
yeah,
Oh man.
One of these.
one of them was used.
Yeah, correct. One of these was used.
Yeah.
So not all of these cameras are waterproofed, for
They're
lack of a
not.
better term. So you have to be careful.
Yeah.
If you take the C500 out, better be careful with her.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. They say it's weather-ish. No,
Sensitive.
I wouldn't do it.
Weather. So
Yeah,
producer Brandon, you say it's weather sensitive.
It's weather sensitive.
weather
Non-camera term.
sensitive.
I don't know what it's
I'll
called
go
either.
with if it's weather.
Although there is
sensitive.
one camera on the table that can go underwater.
This one right here.
What is that?
So this is actually we have a Sony mirrorless inside this thing. We do a lot of our half and half
you have a
underwater
Sony
stuff
amongst this Canon
Yeah.
family.
in the back of that bad boy. Yes, I used to be a little bit of a Sony fanboy, not big, but I had a few of their cameras, their FS5 and a couple others.
Is being
Hi,
a
Sony.
Sony fanboy like being a 98 Degrees fan?
Correct.
So this is the game. This is
Oh,
gonna
it's not a game.
No. This is gonna sound terrible. You buy Sony when you can't afford a Canon.
Ouch.
This is true.
Yikes.
Would you ever buy a Nikon?
No, never. I wouldn't.
If Nikon was a
Screw
boy
Nikon.
band, who would it be?
If Nikon was a boy band, who would it be?
O2.
I said that just
Or
to
if
buy
Nikon
time.
was a band, period.
Ooh.
Nickelback.
Oh, you're probably right.
my
Nickelback's
gosh.
good.
I can't
Nickelback's
stand
good.
them.
Or it could be Creed.
This version of
Creed.
Facebook Kicks Us Off altogether is brought to you by Chris
Copyright
Turner,
claim.
dropping
In
the
3,
closed
2,
caption commentary. So if
Yeah.
you're wondering why your ads don't deliver because we're mentioning brand names, your ads just fell through the floor.
And cut. Yeah.
End.
Yeah. No, so I rocked the Sonys for a while. They're pretty awesome. Pretty good fast frame rates at the time. The colors I couldn't stand. The colors were always like a little bit green, a little bit blue. Not my thing.
So the N brand, we won't mention it again because we've already done too much damage with the closed captions in this version of going live.
I'm just
They're
going to
Nickelback
make noises.
with an N.
They were never
the
looked at
brand.
as child.
Canon is the 98 degrees in sync.
Dude, I love Canon for the skin tones and I can't even explain how good they look.
The lenses on these teach me up. C500, C200 has two of them. The Blackmagic has a lens on it. I don't want to.
That one's heavy. You can pick it up. You're not gonna break it.
Oh, well, you can break it, all right. You don't know me, do you?
Shrek.
The Blackmagic's got a zine lens. Shrek. Are you an ogre?
Are you an ogre?
Are you an ogre?
Look at them hands. That ogre hands picking that thing up.
Those ogre hands.
Yeah, so that is the Blackmagic Cinema camera 6K. We bought that when it first came out, and in love with the file format, the way it looks. We don't use it as often as maybe we should, but nonetheless we have it when we need it.
But Josh, there's only one of you here that does videography.
That is
That's not
correct.
the case at all.
No, the great thing is, so we have tools for multi-day shoots, multi-cam shoots,
B-roll.
B-roll,
Behind the scenes.
you name it, man. Like you got double.
It takes
and double.
an army.
And you got to think, if you have a shoot and you need multiple angles, like you want the angles to all look the same.
Yeah.
Right, so if you're using different cameras and everything else, then when you go to throw them in the edit, you can color match them, but it's a lot more work, and
Now we're
it
getting
never it never quite matches.
Now we're getting nerdy.
We get nerdy.
So on multi shoots, one of the reasons why we wanted to go wide camera wide today. Sort of across your face
you
there.
got
Sorry
me
about
there.
that. Oh,
Yeah,
across
see if
the
you can pick
nose
my
brown.
nose.
You like that?
Yep, that's great.
One of the reasons why we did wide camera wide is to demonstrate that iPhone on the gimbal that you're posting content to, it's great for everyday content, but you're the client coming in for pro status cinematography, videography, going to display on either OTT or national brand on channel.
Yeah.
iPhone ain't cutting it.
So how do I say this? And again, I don't want to be crass.
You say it.
Oh, geez. If someone's paying me to
You?
do something for them,
Yes.
us,
Sure.
I want to be able to use tools that they can no shape, way, or form have access to themselves.
Correct.
And so this is kind of what we have in this field of videography, content creation, is we have the tools that our clients don't have access to, and maybe in a lot of cases the knowledge on even how to use. So we get to do that for them.
Another thing is when we capture, we're capturing in the full spectrum. When I say full spectrum, for the layperson out there, we're capturing in the greatest capacity for the greatest length of time so that we can create micro content for clients who are here.
Future-proofing our
Future-proofing.
stuff.
That's a good phrase.
Future-proofing anything we film. And I can't tell you how many times with clients we've had for years and years and years, they're like, oh, man, we need to pull this piece from back when, and it all matches because it's all shot at a high quality.
We have GoPros. We use them.
Yeah.
But that GoPro footage or that iPhone footage on the gimbal that you want me to create a commercial out of ain't going to cut it.
Yeah, so...
Hero 9.
Yeah, this is the Hero 9. We bought these for our trip
good.
to Wyoming.
It was good.
They served its purpose. This is a camera that does serve its purpose, but I'm not doing anything like professional.
They're
on
pretty
this thing.
baller time-lapse devices.
Yeah, and I was super getting nerdy again, but I was impressed with the stabilization stuff in the car. It was always fluid. But
So
Van Talk was rocked on these. I don't know if anybody saw that or not.
So yeah, you're watching Wyoming Van Talk. His stabilization in that is amazing. You can run through trees and not have an issue. But again, we had last episode stabilization in the rig versus stabilization in camera. You quickly heard the nerd
But we
talk
would
about
use
that.
those for cutaway, like crazy cool shots. People that watch Peter McKinnon, he show you his little
wild.
coffee thing, right?
Who in the world are you talking about? Peter who?
Yeah, Peter McKinnon. He's a baller guy.
Peter
Look him
McKinnon.
up. Peter McKinnon.
Peter McKinnon.
So he just launched one of those in like his coffee mug when he's doing the porn shot. So
Hey, Sam Newton, you're creamy.
yes.
Not that Sam
Just
Newton's
using-
watching the content.
No, not us.
Eventually.
We gotta worry about that.
There are two C200s here. They both have cinema lenses on it. We
Yep.
go down the full spectrum. What's your OG camera? The first one you
Oh
got
my
up
gosh, the OG's up here up front, guys,
Oh,
and this is now property of Lincoln's Lens. You can follow Lincoln's Lens on Facebook and Instagram, and it's literally my 5-year-old son. He started rocking this camera when
He's
he was
balling.
2.
Man,
Lincoln
he's so
kills it
good.
with the
Yeah,
photos.
when Lincoln was 2, I gave him my original camera, which is the Canon T2i, and he now takes pictures on this camera.
He's way better than me.
But yeah, man, it's crazy to see this.
What's the red thing on the front?
So the red thing is just the lens cap. I upgraded all the lens caps on the cameras to kind of differentiate them from one another.
Someone's gonna ask, like, they have a
Yeah,
red
it's a
thing on the
red
front of their
lens
camera?
cap on the front. It looks cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, at his time, probably 8 years ago,
First
when I was
up.
using that, you couldn't shoot anything on full HD. And the time full HD is 1080p. You know, you might be lucky to have a 720p.
EDC, Everyday Carry. It's your everyday boy band in your bag. What is it?
So now today's it is the good old R5. Before the
What
R5,
is the R5?
it's a Canon. It is definitely a Canon. It's their new Canon mirrorless camera.
Tell me why.
Yes. So this is the Backstreet Boys of the boy bands right now.
No, it's clearly insane.
With gray hair.
It is fully insane. This thing takes incredible photos, which is nice, full frame.
Do video?
And it does really good video, and it shoots in a log format, which I like. I shoot
I have
everything
no
in
idea
log.
what that means if I'm sitting at home right now.
Log is like it grays out everything, and it gives you what we call dynamic range.
So I can't get that with my iPhone
No, you cannot get that with your iPhone.
or my gimbal.
Color is baked in when you shoot those ways.
Baked in.
Baked in. So
Like
you can't
easy
change
bake?
it. You can't. Yeah, like
Shake and
easy
bake.
bake. It is easy bake.
And producer
Easy
Brandon
bake
said,
color.
it's shake and bake, and I helped.
And I helped.
It's
So,
shake and bake.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
there's
got
another one.
Canon C log on it, similar to the other camera. So yeah, they work well with each other. And so yeah, this is the everyday carry. Shoots 4K up to 8K.
Where are we
8K.
using 8K?
I'm not yet, to be honest with you. I'm not interested in file
Future-proof.
sizes, but it is
TV's
future proof.
8K coming soon.
But great stuff. Crazy good slow mo camera, 4K at 120 frames per second.
Yeah.
And then before that, we always shot on the 1DX Mark IIIs.
Right.
And then this is the 1DX Mark II, which we typically use for live stream and some other things we do.
And the one we're filming on today is a 1DX Mark III. Okay.
Yeah, so we have a couple of those.
Which is
I
looks
buy
like this
cameras in
framework.
pairs, like
Yeah.
I said.
Gotta have it.
Yeah, be able to shoot those
not
two.
just you
be
here
able to shoot
taking-
two angles and
It's
stuff.
not just you behind the lens, no pun intended.
Yep.
Vertical, horizontal. This is kind of what's filming us right now to a degree, loosely. Obviously with a different lens on the front of it. So
Yeah, they're great cameras.
wait, what is this thing?
Oh my goodness.
360.
The 360 camera. So we have two of these. This is the first one. I'm a pretty early adopter of tech. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh no, no, I never noticed you didn't buy cameras.
I'm
Early adopter of
an
everything.
early adopter big time.
There's
like,
a new widget. Josh bought it.
That's right. Yeah, I'm always trying to think how we can do it better. So this one we don't use anymore because we have actually a much better one, but it's in the van right now.
Two. Yeah.
But this is the Theta
One.
360.
Yeah. 360.
And it does 360 video and photo, so you can create some crazy cool stuff with that.
Gotcha. It's
Yeah.
like Matterport in a hand.
Matterport in your hand
Matterport
on
in
your
a handheld.
phone.
For those of you doing the real estate at
Yeah,
home.
so we used those at a few years ago for different kind of tutorials and walkthrough video type stuff.
And we used it when we went to New York and Boston.
We did.
Stuck it out the car, drive around.
That was pretty
see
sick,
360.
through the
That was pretty-
tunnel and
that was
stuff.
pretty good. And then Parker, intern Parker, used this previous summer, when we did some skate action in the parking lot.
Yeah, he did.
Speaking of intern,
We have one.
who is amazing.
Yay.
Can she hear us?
Golf clap. Ready? Go.
This one. Can we say her name? Are we allowed to say your name?
She said yes.
She said yes.
Riley.
Her name's Riley.
Hi,
So
Riley.
other than Riley being amazing, there is one non-amazing thing about Riley, other than her being wicked wise about the ways. She's from NC State.
Go Tar Heels.
She's from NC State or goes NC
Goes
State?
NC State, which means she's from NC State.
Oh, okay.
So she does this whole thing like this with her hands.
Yeah.
So if you know American Sign Language, this is not wolf.
That means I love you.
No, it means llama. In America.
Ooh.
So
So like,
every
ooh,
time-
go llamas.
Go
Those are
llama.
fighting words.
Go llamas, red. So everybody
What would
in
a
NC
pirate
State land,
be?
we're gonna get so much hate.
Oh, you
you're
are. I
gonna
hope
you're gonna
so.
lose a client. or
Hate,
two for this
hate,
one.
hate
prefer
increases
Carolina Blue.
viewership.
Hate is a bad word.
No, hate
It
is
was
bad.
much dislike. So everyone who's from NC State, you're doing this. Google it. American Sign Language means llama. So scream llama
Change it. Save the
all day
llama.
long. People who are watching, why are they saying llama all the time?
Yeah.
Wolfies. Okay.
Wolfies.
We still love Riley anyway. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is ridiculous, actually, all these cameras.
Riley's not ridiculous. The camera's
No,
on.
Riley, I'm saying this. This is like that show Ridiculousness.
Multi-shoot, B-roll, weatherproof, storage capacity, card read speed, all the things I want to talk about.
Yeah. And again, and why do we have some of these cameras? Sometimes you have to film a video that's longer than 30 minutes long. The DSLR is only going to let you film up to 30 minutes long. So what
Can't
do
do
you
that on an iPhone.
No, you can either have an external recorder like we have on top of that bad boy, or you rock some C200s, man. Go on forever with those bad boys.
Everyday content is really cool on a device like an iPhone. Don't get me wrong. But when I'm coming to Triworks and I say, I need a commercial.
Yep.
There's a plethora of tools for us to use. And then you sit down and we'll use the fancy word audit. So I'm a brand new client coming into Triworks. What's the experience like? First up, I call. I probably talk to.
Yep. So typically most people that come in to see us or have have a specific need.
Have an idea.
Yep. And we always like to facilitate and fix that need. But oftentimes is the case, you have to fix a few other things in order to make that need
Like what?
work extremely well. So let's use the example, hey, I want a commercial. Hey, Chris, I'm here. I'd like to have a commercial.
I own a laser tag business.
Sure, we can do that. So
We're making a team.
I want a commercial.
I learned a very long time ago that even in the video world, I can create a video for you. It can be the best video in the planet, but oftentimes the case with business owners is they may not know how to use the full extent of said video to help their business. Right. So same as the case is when they come in and say, I need a commercial. Great. Where do you plan on using it?
On TV.
Yeah, on TV. So are you sure? How about social media? Yeah, probably there
Sure,
too.
maybe.
How about, you go through Instagram? How about TikTok?
Why?
Yeah.
Why
So-
be on TikTok?
And why would we ask those questions? Because said commercial needs to be customized to go all those different places, and it also depends on how long you're going to shoot the commercial and what type of factors within the commercial. Can you have music? Can't you have music?
You're paying for knowledge.
Yeah, so you come in with this whole idea of knowledge, and so what we try to do is we break that down and say, well, this is what we should do to make the plan work. So we always do that, the A word.
Audit. So since I've been here, it's been a good thing that it's not you don't come in and get laughed at.
No.
Oh, you camera neophyte, you. We're going to teach you up about all things camera.
Yeah.
It really is a listening post experience to where we are sponges and really just hear what people have to say.
When people walk out of our door, I want them to be so excited about
laugh.
all the things that we have available to them and all the things that they maybe didn't know before they came in.
And laugh.
About, wow, I can do a lot more for my business.
And to think Nancy's the most sane person at office because these two fools
That's true.
are ridiculous.
She always brings us down.
She does. Not only bring us down, she lifts us up. Lifts us up,
That's
Josh.
what I meant by down. Down is the new up.
You have to go home with her. You might be sleeping outside.
It was for dinner, Nancy.
What? Or do you wait?
I'm asking because I'm cooking it.
Perfect.
See? I saved it.
You did. You did it.
Wow.
We'll throw you the life ring. So if you see Josh in America's Crime videos, you know why?
Yep.
So Nancy ran him over with a car.
We do in-depth audits for all clients, new clients, even people that were trying to decide if they even want to use this. They come in and we kind of give this to them in a sense for free. And it's not any of that automated, like, here, let me put it in the computer, put it in. Your website has this, da-da-da. No.
You know what
it is a
do?
true hands-on experience. And it often, at times, depending on client's schedule, it can take hours.
We should change it to in-depth listening.
In-depth listening.
Instead of in-depth audit.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like you're just getting...
I hate the word audit.
You sound like you're going to the doctor and getting a check.
I think taxes when I hear audit.
Taxes.
Oh.
No. In-depth listening now available at Triworks.
I like it.
So within
Enhanced listening.
off the rails today. We're off the rails. Hope
Yeah.
you're enjoying whatever
Jeez.
this is.
Where are we going?
Talent shot sheet, storyboard, color board. Does every client get one here?
Yeah, we and the scale of how each client gets that always depends on what they need and what place their business is in. But
What's
short,
talent?
yes.
Like talent. Okay, great. You calling up JoJo from down the street?
So most local clients try to use what talent we have available to do certain shots, but there are times.
list.
Yeah, there are times when you need a specific demographic and look and age and everything else to fit said commercials. And so we reach out to the people we know and both have on a list. And
Or you're
even
selling
time,
a youth product, or you're
Yeah.
selling something that is age specific or male female specific.
Yep. Even like in the some of the most recent Marine Chevrolet commercials, they're
Oh, yeah.
they're kind enough to let us take the vehicle and shoot it how we want to shoot it in
Rare.
places we want to shoot it with the talent that we have set up for the shots, and all those combined make a good spot. So
If you're not getting a shot sheet, what does that say for the person or agency or group or whoever's doing that? There's a lot of people who are entrepreneurial in the field of marketing.
Yeah. So there's twofold with this. Having been on both sides of all this, right? Like so. Yeah,
I come to Joe's marketing agency.
I
and I
will
don't get a
say
shot
anything
sheet.
that we do for clients is always calculated. And when I say calculated and high end, a spot that I'm creating today is going to segue into a spot that I'm going to create 4 months from now. Does that make sense?
No, but explain.
So today, if you come in and like, hey, today we're creating this spot, our branding, our campaign, where we're going to go with it, I know where we want to end up in 3 to 4 months from it. It's kind of, I don't want today's message to confuse the same customer tomorrow.
Forward leaning.
Forward leaning.
Right.
So it's an easy progression throughout the year with clients and branding, and it helps us stay on focus, helps them stay on focus, and then it ultimately works.
So last time we talked about content. We still believe in that.
Yeah.
But today I'm going to flip the script a little bit and talk about when quality matters more than quantity. Because again, we talked about just produce stuff. You necessarily at times don't need us as a family here at Triworks. You just need to produce stuff. But
For your daily feed, I say produce all you want to produce.
daily feed meaning what?
Your daily news feeds through your Facebook. I kind of wouldn't
Don't
point
use
you that way
Hootsuite.
in Instagram. Don't use Hootsuite. Yeah.
Facebook's cutting us off again.
They are.
Yeah, so we're just calling it out. We have to preach to the people, man. You can't hide behind the faux fakeness.
It's got to be a hands-on approach.
Here's why. Let's get into this 2 seconds. You're using Hootsuite. We mentioned this one time before.
Even us. Let's make fun of ourselves.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's make some fun of ourselves.
Ha ha ha.
I'm not making fun of Brandon today, but I am going to make fun of Brandon today.
Ooh.
Just a little bit.
Fire is coming out.
Brandon did nothing wrong.
Is this relating to Hootsuite?
At all.
Okay.
So Brandon, scheduled post versus, hey, of the moment, organic, this is what's happening post. You know, so there's a very easy way nowadays to schedule all your posts out, plan them, and rock and roll with them.
Right.
And I say it's okay to do that, but you've got to monitor it like that day. Example, the other night, I don't know if anybody saw this on our feed, but we did this, the Bernie, like the Bernie and the mittens, right?
1 a.m. Bernie.
We did this at 1:30 in the morning.
That's how late we work.
Like, hey, we got to do this. I was literally about going to bed. I'm like, doing this now, right? So literally got to work, and we many of you guys have heard Let's Be Friends is the new show. It's the new campaigns we're running, and we've got our Barry or whatever his name's going to be in our ad. So I pulled him from the ad and I threw Bernie in that.
So we had scheduled Barry to run for 2021 ad. Something happened in the world where we have to seize the day on this because we're more about entertainment than a CTA, call to action.
Yep. Is seeing what's important at that moment and making that decision right then and there.
Brandon was doing his job. Had we allowed that scheduled post to happen, it would have trumped what we had before.
Exactly. So it would have messed up the mix.
What did we do?
So guess what? We
pinned it.
Yep. Threw it to the top.
But it's coming.
It is coming.
We didn't pin it for 6 months.
No.
You can't do that.
You don't want to pin it.
You don't want to pin anything for 6 months.
Would you like to be pinned for 6 months? No. No. What? How long should something be pinned?
No, we had a couple.
It should be pinned wise.
We've had a client before. We have a national client has done that, and we've caught it. We're like, hey, don't want that on your feed to be.
You
stuck
may not
at the
be
top.
taking subscriptions for that anymore. Oh yeah, that was 6 weeks ago. Thank you.
I don't want to be selling that for the next 9 months because it's Christmas now.
Monitor it. Yeah. So, anyways, that's one of the reasons we're kind of anti Hootsuite, anti automation on that place is to stay current with the times, what's happening, what's going on that day, that minute, to make sure whatever content I have planned fits the narrative.
But you know what? Hootsuite,
don't want to have a. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I apologize. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll just not my show.
It's like, hey, beautiful sunny day downtown in Moorhead today. If I made a post about that because it was pre-planned and it's raining outside, how does that look? Not so good. All right, you can talk now.
There is a time for Hootsuite. If you're a 1-woman, 2-woman, 3-man show and you've got a staff of small hands, it's okay to have a tool that helps automate.
Sure, it is.
Just stop posting still pictures, please. I want to start a campaign. Can I start my own ad campaign? No more still photos on your social media feed.
Unless
you have to be in.
I'm going to walk that back just a little bit though.
Sure.
Unless your still photo is killer.
Oh, wait. Is that why we have camera Y? Why camera Y here? Because
your images need to be killer.
But Josh, I can get that on my phone.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
It's true, man. Though. We're joking with ourselves.
You can get some good stuff on your phone.
Let's pick on us. We capture with iPhones a lot.
Yep.
Guess where we put it?
Stories and TikTok.
Stories and TikTok. And on occasion a reel when you have to be in the field somewhere. So, I mean, that matters because you're going to max it out anyway. And plus that camera capture you just had only is in stories and reels.
So if you want to watch any of our really, 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 really crummy stuff, just go to TikTok because we're up to 22,000 followers. We're monetizing it, making killer money. Killer money on TikTok. And but we're early adopters there, which is kind of what we do everywhere.
So last question series here.
Yep.
Have a ton of clients who all they want to do is sell their product. Probably one of the toughest but most rewarding conversations we have is just because you're ex-client and you're selling I want to give it away widget, you don't need to always sell that widget. People want to be entertained on the platform specific. If I'm on Facebook and Instagram, I'm there for entertainment, not a sale.
So tough. If we had this show every day and all the show was about like, hey, you need to have us do your ads. Hey, you need to have us do your ads.
Yeah, let's pick on us.
You need to do your ads. Hey, by the way, have you done your ads with us yet? Hey, we do the ads better than, hey, it gets old.
If every day on the Triworks Facebook feed was a call to action and sale,
no, man.
We would talk to ourselves.
That's not what you do on, you can't do that.
We talk to ourselves. We want to be entertained. And we want to have fun doing it. It's not fun having spend your money on your website here, let us do your photos here, here's the price point. No one wants to see that.
I like to think people are smarter than we give them credit.
They are very smart.
So people know who can do what, and like you got to stand out a little bit different.
The fun conversation, my point being the fun conversation having with clients is you can still sell yourself through the fun content you put or the entertaining content you put online.
You know, our campaign this year, Let's Be Friends, is a perfect example of that.
Preach.
How many people have seen it? Can't tell you how many positives I've heard. Like, oh my gosh, I've seen your ad so many times.
What are they doing?
What are you doing? Nothing in that talks about the commercials we make. Nothing in that talks about the social media ad placement we do. Nothing about that talks about the radio placement we do, TV placement we do, websites that we build,
Business audits that
we do,
business listening now.
Yes, everything. It doesn't track any of the things that we actually do. I mean, it doesn't tell that
Brand
story,
management.
but it tells about, in my opinion, the lightheartedness and just the fun that we have. And truthfully, Let's Be Friends is just, hey, this is it. We just want to be friends, man.
Through our
just be
work,
friends.
if you can't observe the capability of this business through what we produce, then we're not doing our job.
That's actually,
Yeah.
I say that a lot. I say that's actually a lot.
Yeah.
Very true.
Word.
I'm just gonna say word.
Tell me why.
Nickelback.
I don't sing, so
Ew.
apparently I'm going to get audited for singing / listening. Nancy's going to come out and say, have you ever opened your mouth again? And
So let me ask you this:
Stop.
agencies nowadays. Let me ask
Yes.
you, agencies nowadays. How many agencies have this?
Truthfully, I can go ahead and give you that answer. Probably I can count them on one hand in this state.
Not many anymore. The technique is that now agencies take this and they farm this out.
Correct. Why would you if you don't have the experience, if you don't have the know-how? And it's probably a lot more efficient for them in a bad way, not a good way, to be able to have someone else out. But here's the thing. If you're giving this tool set away to someone else, it's taking your client longer to get their creative. It's taking them much more distance in terms of delivering on their product, and they don't really get that hand walk service.
Yep.
It's not professionally made. It's another meeting, another series, another Zoom call to get and you're losing the client's vision when you do that.
And I'll tell you, having the hands-on approach and having filmed a lot of what we have is that how often is the case that when we're in it for the client that day shooting it, that things change.
When you subcontract out your house, someone's going to miss the drywall conversation. The paint on your wall is going to be
Someone's going
wrong.
to cover the plug.
Someone's going to cover the plug.
Someone's going to cover the plug.
Everybody in Facebook TV land totally can relate to that. Like you subcontract that paint job out, and you know, Joe who comes in to paint your house.
So we do pride
goes
ourselves in that. Like you come in, we have the experts in each category. We don't sub out the creative. We have the tools here to truthfully compete with the largest big boys in the country. This is just a little piece of what we got. So
I want to meet with Triworks just to sit down and have a good conversation. It may not be an ad, it may not be a website, it may be branding, and it may be just business listening. Like, how can I increase my revenue streams in my business? The good thing about Triworks is all of us have owned a business here, and we're in a business together right now. So coming in and having a listening session where we can pretty much have some hopefully positive ideas for you that may not have anything to do with creative or media management or commercial shoot or website. How do I get in contact with you?
622-0276.
622
Area code
0276 622-0276.
Yeah.
Or info at Triwork Studios. Info at Triwork Studios.
Yeah.
Or just walk up.
Yeah, we wish we could own Triwork.com. You know,
We have to call someone in Japan for that one.
Triworks.com. There's a kid in Japan that did it and took it a long time ago.
That was after the storyboard rebrand.
Exactly.
Picking on ourselves.
So now we have people that send incorrect emails because of someone in Japan.
What else is coming up in 21 as we wrap up?
Oh my goodness, what else is coming up? So we have a couple of cool shoots coming up in a week or so.
we
We
do.
can't tell you about them just
We
yet.
do.
We might be able to release some of it in a week or two.
We're traveling as a family here in the next couple of months. And also this year we've got roughly scheduled out 4 different landscape city scenes, desert stuff. You'll see a bunch of cool content from us as we increase our portfolio, adding to that creative platform that we have to give to our clients. Anything else doing exciting?
We keep getting pushed for the Wyoming trip, and I've gone through this stuff, and I keep possibly holding off because we may or may not make a second trip, and I think we'll probably get the shot that I want to get. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. I think I've made the decision. I'm not going to release anything until I make that second trip.
Bucket shot.
Bucket shot.
Bucket shot.
Plus 3 other bucket shots this year. It's going to happen.
Gonna happen. All right, cool. I'm excited for 21. We're back at it again, my friend.
Hey, let's get out of here.
Happy 2021. Why? Camera Y. See you on the next episode.
Deuces.
Bye.